Good morning everyone and welcome back to this wonderful world of The Division together with Two-Headed Wolf Gaming as we're setting up to do some cleaning around the Garment District, and we're gonna go for this mission afterwards, and soon after we're moving south towards Tenderloin. So this is what we're gonna do, explore this area and then go south. Let's get this going. Let's pick up this phone conversation.
Yeah, it's me. I have no idea when they'll let me go home.
Are you at work? Tell me you're not at work.
Listen, honey, we're having all kinds of trouble with the main turbine, and if the power goes off, the whole island's screwed. I can't leave right now, and even if I wanted to, well, the army's here, and...
Wait, they're holding you there? Holy shit, Jack, are you okay?
I'm fine, I'm okay, but I don't know when I'll get out of here. So go to Sandy's, take the boys, and stay inside. I'll get home when I can. I love you.
Hopefully he made it out. Let's see, we have another situation here.
Now, sometimes they want to hold on to their shit at any cost. Might even try to kill you to protect it. Yeah, I've seen that. In that case, measure up the biggest guy they got and shoot him in the head. Just drop that guy, and the others will listen. Remember, he'd do the same to you if he could. Point blank right in the head. Got it. With kids, it's even easier. Just aim at the kid and they'll back down.
Thanks.
No need to waste the ammo. If they got a dog, you can either threaten the dog or take it out. And if you got the guts to do it, you can even bring it back here and roast it. Wait, you mean you eat the dog? Hey.
JTF dispatch to all officers.
Let's not
Kilo
get into
satellite
more
imagery is
details
showing
with that.
unusual heat bloom
Now
at
we
the
should
Sarah
have
quarantine zone on West
a
36.
good
Lab
filter.
techs think it could be a mutation in the virus. Requesting hazmat team for scans of the area.
Warning. You are now entering a contaminated area. Alert. Contamination scan initiated.
Second computer around here? Nope. Second one is over here.
Alert. Contamination scan initiated.
Okay, so we need to find one more and then
Now
send the
leaving the
data.
contaminated area.
Through here. Starting to snow again. And I would like to jump in some of these places.
Alert.
I would have liked,
Contamination scan initiated.
and I'm not sure exactly how they could have done it, but I would have liked more fights like within these buildings. Maybe that's something to think about for the future. In the second one, like, there are a few more battles inside buildings than in this one. But I still would have liked a tiny bit more like CQB, like close quarter combat. Okay. Mission done, mission done.
Thanks for getting in there.
Laminated pads, which are better, but they remove like some of our electronics, which I might just go for at this point. I'm not sure it's important to hold on with our thieves for this gear that we have at the right now. Let's see, another weapon in here. I feel like, oh, for this I guess we're okay because it is a good upgrade, but maybe we'll go for the armor next, because there's only a certain amount that actually gets used in trying to prevent or mitigate some of the damage that you receive. Now we're gonna go right about
I think somebody's out there.
here.
Help?
I don't think it's help, baby.
So that little weasel picked a bunch of department stores to spread his little Black Friday surprise, and everyone knows Abel's. It might even be Amherst's ground zero. We need to find an original, unmutated strain of the virus to compare with the mutations our patients have. And the only place to find them is on the original bills tainted with the original virus.
Which means we need you to head over to Abel's and bring back any tainted bills you can find.
Ooh. Yeah, we got hooked there. Good job. Should have paid more attention to the surroundings.
Don't be shy.
But yeah, let's head straight out for the mission. Can we go through there? Seems like it's showing us a different pathway out. Apparently there is. The advantages with sewers, right? And I like the sewer system here. I'm not sure. I'm guessing this is like real life, right? They've modeled it after real life because they're big. And the cities here in Romania is like, except for Bucharest, like the capital, they're not that big. The sewer system, I guess it's slightly impressive, but I don't think it's anything close to this. Always had people like coming from the outside, especially from the US, like taking a look at the city that I live in.
Shit, I think somebody's out there. You mean like help?
Well, let's go here first and then there. Yeah. They always come and they take a look on the city and they're like, so you pretty much know everybody around here? Which is bonkers to me, but still, I guess, for some people, when taking a look at their cities, and even when I look online on some of the
Dispatch to Garment District Patrols.
megalopolis, even not, if we're not talking about the megalopolis, I guess they are quite big.
This is Sparrow 2. We're closing on your position.
Good shooting. Watch out, cleaner.
Okay, we have to stay close and defend these
Warning.
supplies.
Hostile forces approaching.
Engaging with the cleaners. Goddamn.
I retracted the turret because I want to redeploy it. Good. Take this opportunity to do a few headshots. Great. There will be more incoming.
Thanks for your help.
And we'll place it there in the air.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
And now they're coming from the other side.
Make sure you get them all.
And there's still time for one more wave to drop by. Our turret is almost up.
Couldn't have done it with
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Everybody all right?
Nice. Seems like there's like a blue piece of gear somewhere in here. Maybe just some crafting materials or something. Yep, just some tools.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Okay, we have a final wave coming in.
This is Sparrow 2. We are on site and in position.
And now we got reinforcements, so this is not worrisome anymore. Perfect. Mission done. Let's move south.
Thanks for your help. You don't know how bad we needed those supplies.
So that little weasel picked a bunch of department stores to spread his little Black Friday surprise, and everyone knows Abel's. It might even be Amherst's Ground Zero. We need to find an original, unmutated strain of the virus to compare with the mutations our patients have.
There's a parachute there. I wonder if there's any supplies. Nope, apparently there's multiple parachutes in here. And there's nothing to loot. In the second game, like in the Division 2, there are supplies boxes like this. You just have to look for the parachutes.
Okay, Agent, you're looking for any bills our pal Amherst used to spread his original virus strain. We know he used Abel's as one of his primary launching pads, so with any luck, there should be plenty of contaminated greenbacks lying around in there.
As well as civilians. The store is one of the bigger refugee camps we've been monitoring.
Not to make a whole thing out of it, but if you don't find some unmutated virus I can use as a comp, we may as well give up any hope of creating a vaccine. So, you know, no pressure.
I wonder if that would be true. Not finding, like, the base.
Warning. Temperature rising. Elevated levels of carbon dioxide detected.
Uh-oh. Sounds like there's a fire in the building. I'll start feeding Isaac the structural blueprints in case you need them.
Calculating route to emergency fire suppression system controls.
Okay. I guess an unmutated virus or the base virus, right? Because like there's always, even in the zombie movies, like they looking for patient zero and things like that. I guess having the base version would be... Oh. Yeah. Could have been slightly more careful with that. Let's see, there might be another explosion here.
Warning. Emergency fire suppression system activated. System obstructed on upper floors. Manual override required.
Great. You keep going. I'll keep digging through these schematics and tell Isaac where the overrides are.
Remember, Agent, you need to collect any bills you can find with the original virus strain.
Check everything. Cash registers, charity donation stations, tip jars in the cafe. Any place you can think of that might involve cash.
Okay. So yeah, I guess for starting from like from the base virus, it would be better because then
Object test negative for
it's
viral
from that
contamination.
virus that the mutation happens. So I
Active
guess it
echo
is
beacon
a
detected.
different way to. It's maybe a more secure way to start from, but then any mutation needs its own vaccine or its own
My wife
version.
said tanzanite. Is that something you carry?
Oh my god, tell me you don't love this watch. I dare you.
I'm so sorry. My credit card is on the fruits.
Not a problem. This is yours and $9.20 in change. Happy holidays.
Ah. So this is where it started from. But this guy doesn't seem like he's wearing anything, so... Maybe he died as well. Let's check things out on this area.
Object test negative for viral contamination.
Okay, another jar.
Object test negative for viral contamination.
Look at this place. I feel like this year's Christmas has really passed by us without a whole lot of partying. Not as jolly during these holidays as we were before this. Except for a great song from Little Big, which is a Russian band if you don't know about them. They made a really good song for the Christmas. Silly song, but good song.
Alert. Potential hostiles approaching.
That guy with his grenade. Okay. One more enemy. Let's see up here. Area secured.
Let's hope the cleaners haven't torched everything in the place before you locate those bills.
Even if they haven't, extreme heat destroys DNA. Over 200 degrees Fahrenheit, the covalent bonds break down, and the double helix starts unzipping like a cheap prom dress.
One more reason to keep them at bay, Agent.
Like I said, no pressure.
Object test negative for viral contamination.
How about here?
Object test negative for viral contamination.
Great.
Warning. Fire hazard detected.
According to the schematics, there should be an emergency override up ahead.
Sprinkles activated. Let's see. Get ourselves in here.
Warning. Increased viral contagion detected.
Bingo.
Good.
That's gotta be our virus-infected bills somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out, but just don't lick them.
Warning. Fire hazard detected.
I found another manual override for the fire suppression system. Sending Isaac the location now.
I mean, all things considered, this fire is very calm.
Alert. Hostiles detected nearby.
From where?
Let's take care of business.
Good. One down. And that's number 2.
Let me do my job.
Yeah, better stay in cover. Good. If I do something like this, if I see nothing from the smoke. Okay, apparently I got one through there. That hurt. Let's keep it down and we're gonna throw a grenade here. Nice.
Not to beat a dead horse, Agent, but I need those bills. Intact. And room temperature, no crispy edges. Crispy means heat, means off comes the prom dress.
And try not to get yourself killed in the process. Crispy agents aren't much use to us either.
Okay, here it is.
Morning. Viral contamination confirmed.
Keep your eyes peeled, Agent. We just got a report from JTF observers outside the building. More cleaners arrived while you were busy upstairs.
Give them a wide berth. I know I've said this before, but I need those bills in mint condition, so to speak.
And now we're gonna have a really cool battle. This is one of the battles from the game that I really like. And here we have Kosinski. Now, Kosinski is a heavy fighter, meaning that if I try to put a turret down like there, he's going to be walking up to it and destroying it if we let him.
Alert. Hostiles approaching. Alert. Hostiles approaching.
So what you want to do when you have one of these heavy guys is basically put them out of range.
I'm impressed, Agent. Locating undamaged bills with original strain virus in that place was like looking for needles in a haystack. But damned if you didn't pull it off. I can't wait to get my hands on them.
This has to be one of the most...
I'm buying the next round. Assuming there ever is one.
This has to be one of the most successful battles I've had with this guy. So usually, if you have to fight one of those guys, like put them up here, put a turret up here, or put them out of reach, because otherwise they will climb this and they will destroy your turrets in one hit. Like they will just kick it. Talk to Jessica Kendall at the base, so that's one of the things that we can do, and we have one new evidence, which we'll check it out right now.
Samples of the original green poison pathogen, the ones we recovered off the currency used as a primary transmission vector, let us take a closer look at the virus's basic genome. What I found was clear evidence the bug had been manufactured. There's genetic material there from a half-dozen other pathogens, bolted onto smallpox to make a more efficient killing machine.
Thank you, Agent. That strain sample you secured told us a lot. I've prepared a report for posterity and the DCD. Have a look.
Hey. Now we could go somewhere in here. I guess we'll go to this hostage rescue and then we'll get to the mission. We're walking through a bit of a war zone here, like there's fire tracks which form walls. There are all sorts of things. Here, take in the view. I find this city to be very dynamic. And even if you go down like into like the subway or the sewer system, there's an entire system underground as well that you rarely get to explore, to be honest, or I rarely do. But there's a lot in there as well. And there's all kinds of lightning, like this one inside the city, like it gets foggy or it gets snowy. Makes the city feel very alive in its... or maybe not alive, it's like exploring the wilderness, to be honest. Right? Because there's a lot of silence, there's not a lot of people walking around. And it offers you that feeling of almost being alone, being one of the few that are still around. Let's see, rescue the hostages first and then we'll go talk with the mission giver. Probably put a cut in here and then we'll come back tomorrow to talk to Candle at the base and then do another security mission.
JTF flash priority. Cleaners are holding civilians hostage at the precinct on West 26. All available personnel respond fast.
Warning. Hostile presence detected.
Okay, it seems like they're underground. No, they're inside this, like, precinct. Ooh. Okay, I guess we got him. Yep, feels like we got him. What are we going to do now? Well, we're looking for the guide first. The guide, the key, and there's a missing agent in this building as well. Start with the guide here. Hey, let's take the key. And I will release the hostages.
That was gonna get ugly real fast. Thanks for the help.
Okay, dossier, let's see. And on the field data, we are caring about the survival guide, and what did it say? April's text in Black Pen, 12:04. More people are sick today, a lot more. DCD consultants are all over TV and plus radio, telling everyone all the standard stuff. Avoid crowds, don't panic, if you're sick stay home, don't go to the hospital unless you have to. The mayor made a statement too. Nobody seems to know what this sickness is, but it moves fast. A lot of people have already died of it. The quarantine on Manhattan is clamping down even tighter. There are National Guards barricades on all the bridges and at the mouths of the tunnels. I walked to the approach of the Williamsburg Bridge, and Delancey Street was completely blocked off at 4th. They've got a big department of correction buses parked across the lanes. I saw one person get through and start running up the bike path. The National Guardsman actually pointed guns at him, but the officer told them to stand down. He said there was another barricade in the middle of the river. I found a cop and told him what happened to Bill. He took a report but said everything was overwhelmed with the epidemic. I said, well, someone must investigate murders, right? He looked at me right in the eye and said, not right now. If I were you, I'd go home, write down everything you remember and get back to us when things settle down. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My husband was murdered, I said. Lady, he said, I'm very sorry for your loss. 900 people died of the disease just in Manhattan yesterday. Every spare uniform is guarding the hospitals to stop them from being overrun. I wish I could help you more, but that's the way it is. I'll go home. So I did. I went to Eva's. I wish I could go home. I've been up since then thinking about Bill trying to do what the cops said. Write down everything you remember, so here goes. Good. Well, we've learned something. And let's go down in the underground to see what the other agent was. Right. I'm guessing they're gonna tell us to go down here. Sometimes you can figure this out. And probably where? Inside? Yes. Here it is. Another missing agent has been found. We have some weapons here. The weapons box. Oh, found some armor. 48 with electronics. Great. Dossier. We are going field data, not survival guide, but missing agents. And we have now Joe Chavez or Chavez. Let's see. He is from Texas. He's news cameraman, experienced cameraman with time spent in emergency and war zone, has covered crime, natural disaster, revolution and war, is very hard to face as a result. Received Louisiana's Medal of Honor for rescuing a drowning child while in town filming stories about Katrina. Kidnapped twice in Iraq and Eritrea, remains calm under pressure and does not give in to panic regardless of circumstance. Admits to using marijuana and drinking socially, has one DUI charge dismissed on his record, is capable of driving any vehicle imaginable and probably has done so while on assignments, does not hesitate to put himself at risk, is impulsive and takes chances for the sake of the story, but presumably would do the same upon activation, does not put others at risk, only himself. Yeah, the curious thing is that there really are people like this in this world, like people who are tough. Like really tough, and that is impressive. That is impressive, you know. Like I have a lot of respect for people like this, or a certain appreciation for who they are, which I know that I am not. At least I'm not at that level.
Now entering a safe area.
I have very few things that I could really consider myself like strong at, and if there was an agent like me, I guess I would be just very patient, like could do boring work for many hours, only to get to an end result. So maybe not that exciting.
Seriously. Hey there, give me a second. Yes?
Sorry, Dr. Kendall, but the sample's not producing results that...
Did you run them at room temperature?
You said...
I said room goddamn temperature.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're within temperature variances.
You know what? I'll do it myself. Just put it down and we'll both pretend this never happened. Hard to believe you can't find good help in the middle of a pandemic, right? Anyway, the good news is we are up and running on what you've brought in so far. Dr. Ellis taking over the hospital wing was a lifesaver. Now I can focus on research. My wife always says I'm better with pathogens than with people. My ex-wife. Funny. Anyways, you just keep doing what you're doing. We are halfway to a blueprint for a vaccine, and with your help, we will get the rest.
Inclusionary. Let's see. Can we get ourselves?
Long time no see.
And I think we can. The disaster aid. Collect food, water, energy bar, and soda in the supply line once per hour. Increase the canned food effect, and we get the recovery link.
The upgrades look great. If we live through this, I want you working in my lab.
Well, let's see. Here it is.
We've really overcome a hurdle here. This disaster aid station will let us distribute supplies right to the civilians who need them. Great work.
Yep, and now, if we go to our abilities, we have here a signature skill that we can use it, or it's going to be automatically applied. It's also like it will be improved by our skill power, but mostly the cooldown, nothing else, because the skills are really tough, like really strong. And with that being said, this is all the time that we have for today, but I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow as we continue our journey through The Division. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day.